Hi. I like listening to your program. It's very, very good and it helps to keep people alert to what is going to be coming. I have two dreams that I'd like to share. My name is Lloyd. My first dream is I was going to church and I got to church. And when I got to church, I went upstairs to the main sanctuary after coming through the entrance. And no one was there. It was completely empty. I thought, this is strange. Everyone should be here by now. I looked around. I went to the pastor's office, knocked on his door, opened his door, and no one was there. Then I went downstairs to the kitchen area where we have meals and things like that, and no one was there. And I became very alarmed. Then I went outside and I went into the parking lot again. No cars. Then I went out to the road. And then I heard a voice say, Lloyd, are you ready to go? And I said yes. And then slowly we rose up into the air and my dream ended. My second dream is even more frightening than that. I was watching a program with my parents, and in that program, there was a man. It was a religious program that comes on sometimes on TV. And in the program, a man was talking about he had died. It was in a country like Colombia. He had died. And some women from his church had come down to the morgue. And they prayed for him. And he said that they raised him back to life from the dead. And he talked about that while he was dead, he was in heaven. And my parents and I, we were watching this program, my mom, my dad, and myself, and I looked at my parents and I said to them, is this for real? Can this be real? They said, yeah, it's possible. It could be real. That night, I went to bed. I'm fast asleep. And in my dream, I'm in a city. And everything was calm, everything was quiet. Then all of a sudden, there were explosions. Buildings were on fire. People were running up and down. People were panicking. People were running. People were screaming. There was fire everywhere. People were shouting. There was chaos. And then someone shouted at me, get into the line. Get into the line. And there was a lineup. So I got into this lineup. It was this huge, long lineup. There was chaos all around. People shouting, people screaming. And I could look down the line. And the line was going forward. And I could see a gate. And on each side of the gate, there were angels. And when people went forward, they would either open the gate and say, go in, or they would look at you and say, go away, you can't go inside. And slowly the line kept going down, and you'd see people being turned away at the gate. And some people were going in. Then my turn came. And when I got to the gate, they opened it and said, go inside. And I went inside the gate, and as soon as they closed the gate back, the shouting stopped, the chaos stopped, there wasn't any fighting, everything was peaceful, everything was very, very calm. Then these men came up to me, and they introduced themselves. One said, hi, my name's Andrew. Another one said, my name's John. Another one came up to me and said, my name's Peter. And they said to me, praise the Lord. And then I replied back, praise the Lord. And then they said to me again, praise the Lord. And I replied back, praise the Lord. And then they said, and then slowly I woke up in my bed and I kept on repeating, praise the Lord, Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. I believe that that dream, of course, came from the Lord. I had made it to heaven. I was so relieved when I went in through the gate. And what I said to my parents, is this real? Well, I had that dream, and that's what happened. The relief when the angel pushed the gate open and said I could go inside. And when it closed behind me, the relief that the shouting and the screaming had stopped. I was so relieved. And I just would have to say to anyone, keep going, try your best, serve the Lord. That's all you can do. Thank you very much, and God bless all of you.